You are not starting from nothing. You are returning to everything you already are. Every experience you've lived, good or bad, has been a sculptor's chisel, shaping your resilience, sharpening your awareness, building your depth. The pain taught you compassion. The loss taught you presence. The struggle built your strength. Nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been meaningless. The person you are becoming is wiser because you've lived through storms, bled through battles, and still chose to rise. You are becoming the version of you that doesn't chase validation because you've realized your worth isn't up for negotiation. You're becoming the one who sets boundaries without guilt, who honors their energy, who says yes to what aligns and no to what drains. You're learning to let go of what you can't control and invest deeply in what you can. Your mindset, your habits, your healing. You're learning that success isn't about applause or accolades, but about alignment. Waking up and living a life that feels like truth, not performance. And though it may not always look impressive to the outside world, the internal revolution you're leading, day by choice, is the most sacred work you'll ever do. You're unlearning the lie that you have to earn love. It hurts to lose the version of you who survived but wasn't free. But that pain is proof of expansion, and on the other side of that shedding is power. Real power. The quiet, unshakable kind that doesn't need to announce itself. The kind that moves differently, speaks intentionally, loves wisely, and walks boldly in purpose. And the beauty of this journey is that it doesn't require perfection. It only requires presence. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep becoming, moment by moment, breath by breath, always choosing alignment over approval, authenticity over comfort, courage over fear. Because becoming is not a destination, it's a devotion, a daily return to yourself, a commitment to show up not as who the world told you to be, but as who your soul has always known you were meant to become. So speak it, believe it, and live it. I am becoming the person I was meant to be. Let that truth anchor you on the hard days, guide you through the unknown, and remind you that every version of you that came before was necessary, but none of them are as powerful, as true, or as ready as the one that's rising now. Number 5. I release what I cannot control and master what I can. These words hold the key to peace in a world constantly spinning with chaos, uncertainty, and external pressures. We live in an age where we're told to stay informed, stay involved, stay ahead, and stay in control. But the truth is, most of what we stress over, worry about, or obsessively try to fix was never within our control to begin with. We try to change people who don't want to change. We replay conversations that already happened. We carry anxiety about futures that haven't even arrived. And in doing so, we drain our energy, lose our focus, and forfeit our inner peace. But when you wake up each day and remind yourself, I release what I cannot control, you make the courageous choice to stop gripping the wheel of things that were never yours to steer. You begin to let go, not out of weakness or resignation, but out of wisdom. Wisdom that understands you cannot force timing, control outcomes, or manage how others choose to show up. You cannot make someone love you, stay with you, understand you, or apologize. You cannot control how the world spins, but you can control how you stand within it. And that's where the second part of the affirmation rises. And master what I can. Because while there are things you must let go of, there are also sacred things that are fully yours to command. Your mindset, your actions, your response, your effort, your values, your energy, your boundaries. These are the domains of mastery, the foundation upon which your power is built. You may not control every circumstance, but you can control how you choose to face it. You can control how long you hold on to anger, how often you speak kindly to yourself, how you breathe when things fall apart, how you get back up after a setback. That is your power. That is your responsibility. And when you fully embrace it, you begin to live in a state of freedom and clarity. You stop wasting time on what's out of your hands and start investing fully in what's within your reach. You build daily rituals that protect your peace. You set boundaries that honor your energy, and you become a force that's not easily shaken by life's turbulence. This shift in focus isn't small, it's revolutionary. It breaks the cycle of victimhood and anchors you in ownership. It silences the noise of trying to fix everyone else and brings your attention back to the only thing you ever truly have control over, yourself. And here's the beautiful paradox. When you master yourself, you often influence the world around you in the most powerful way. Your calm disarms conflict. Your focus inspires others. Your discipline creates results. Your presence becomes a mirror that shows others what's possible when a person stops reacting to life and starts responding to it with purpose. So every time you feel the anxiety rising, every time you're tempted to micromanage the uncontrollable, return to this truth. I release what I cannot control and master what I can. Let it ground you, let it guide you, let it remind you that you don't have to fix everything, you just have to own your part. That's enough. That's powerful. And in a world addicted to control, your peace becomes your greatest rebellion, your mastery, your greatest influence, and your surrender, the doorway to your true strength. Number 6, I am worthy of the love, peace, and success I desire. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a radical reclaiming of truth in a world that often teaches us to doubt our value, question our dreams, and settle for less than we truly want. From a young age, we're conditioned to believe we must earn our worth through achievements, appearances, performance, or perfection. We're told that love must be chaste, peace must be postponed until everything is in order, and success is reserved for those who never fall. But today, this affirmation breaks all of that conditioning. It declares that you don't need to hustle for your worth. You already have it. You don't need to beg for love. You deserve to receive it freely, deeply, and without shrinking. You don't need to be flawless to feel peace. You simply need to stop warring with yourself. And success? It's not reserved for a chosen few. It's your birthright. When you align with your truth, show up authentically, and stop dimming your light to fit into rooms you are meant to outgrow. Saying, I am worthy, isn't arrogance. It's healing. It's repairing all the moments where you believed you were too much, too little, too late. It's speaking directly to the part of you that still doubts if you're enough, and choosing to drown out that voice with one louder and rooted in truth. Because the moment you start to believe you're worthy, you stop making different choices. You stop settling for relationships that drain you. You stop working jobs that suffocate your spirit. You stop tolerating environments that don't see your value. You begin to walk away from what doesn't honor you, not because you are better than others, but because you finally remember who you are. Worthiness is not proven by what you achieve. It's reflected in what you allow. When you believe you are worthy of love, you no longer accept crumbs when you deserve connection. When you believe you are worthy of peace, you protect your energy like treasure. When you believe you are worthy of success, You stop playing small and step boldly into your purpose without apologizing. You begin to understand that the desires in your heart are not random. They are roadmaps to your destiny. The love you crave is a reflection of the love you meant to give and receive. The peace you seek is the life your soul knows is possible. The success you envision is not fantasy, it's future calling. But it all starts with belief. Because your outer world will always rise or fall to meet your inner sense of self-worth. When you believe you're unworthy, you block the very blessings that are trying to find you. But when you rise and declare, I am worthy, the universe begins to rearrange in response. Opportunities show up. Aligned people appear. Doors open. Not because of magic, but because your energy now says, I will no longer deny myself. And make no mistake, this is not a one-time declaration. This is a daily choice, a daily return to truth, a daily commitment to stop abandoning yourself for approval or playing small to make others comfortable. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I am not waiting to be chosen. I choose myself. And in that moment, your life begins to change. So hold this truth close. You don't need to become someone else to be worthy. You just need to remember who you already are. Worthy of real love, of unshakable peace, and of wild, beautiful success that doesn't cost your soul, but honors it. Speak it, live it, own it. I am worthy of the love, peace, and success I desire. Let this be your standard, your filter, your foundation, and watch your life rise to match the worth you finally claimed. Number 7. My past does not define me. My choices today do. These words are a declaration of freedom, a bold refusal to be chained by what was, and a sacred permission slip to begin again. Because no matter how many mistakes you've made, how far you've fallen, or how long you've lived under the weight of guilt, shame, or regret, you are not bound to the story you were handed, or the one you once wrote in pain. You are not the brokenness that happened to you, nor the poor decisions you made when you didn't know better, nor the version of yourself you outgrew. The past may have shaped you, but it does not own you. Every day, you wake up with the opportunity to rewrite your narrative, to choose courage over comfort, growth over guilt, and responsibility over regret. And the most powerful truth is this: no one, not even your former self, can stop who you choose to become next. Yes, your past has lessons. Yes, it has wounds, but it is not a life sentence. It is a classroom. And once the lesson is learned, you are free to leave that chapter behind and step into a new one, written not by reaction, but by intention. Every moment you choose to speak kindly to yourself, you're changing the script. Every time you rise after falling, you're proving your resilience. Every time you say yes to alignment and no to old patterns, you're creating a future that honors who you are now, not who you once were. Your power lives in the present, not in the past that's already written or the future that hasn't arrived, but in the decision you make today. You can choose healing over hiding. You can choose to forgive yourself without forgetting the lesson. You can choose to build new habits, surround yourself with better people, and take the smallest step toward your next level. And yes, the road will be uncomfortable at times. Your old story will try to call you back with familiar pain, familiar fear, familiar shame, but you are not obligated to answer, because now you know the truth. Your worth isn't tied to what you've survived, but to what you're willing to rise into. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional. You just need to keep choosing growth over stagnation, love over bitterness, action over apathy. You just need to keep showing up with the